Rock drakes are one of the best tames on Aberration, and definitely the best tame to get around the map on. But to get one is not an easy challenge, because you have to get them like you get a wyvern, through an egg. To get a drake egg, we first have to get to the drake eggs. For that we are going to be meeting here at 5049. And we are going to be looking for this giant structure. Now where we are actually going is down. All the way down. For that, I would recommend bringing a Ling, with a light pet being optional to keep Nameless away. Or a Cosmo would work also. I like both of these options. I'd probably swing towards the Cosmo just slightly because they're so much easier to tame, but the Ling provides more protection. So that's up to you. However, either way, you will want a full set of hazard because down there is radiated, and this is the only way that we can survive. I will quickly demonstrate both the Ling and Cosmo methods, starting with the Ling. So let's hop on down. As you get to the bottom, you'll see this giant skeleton here. If you look to the right of the skeleton, back there is the way to the Drake Trench. Alternatively, if you keep going to the right, and back there is some more Drake eggs. We're going to start with the second location, so using the giant skeleton as reference, where he's looking is going to be where the cave entrance is, and then we're just going to head on back. Try and watch your stamina as you're going in. You don't want stamina to be the reason why you die. As you're gliding in, watch for these little cubbies, and look inside the cubbies and try and see if you can find a nest. Nests can spawn in cubbies, but not every cubby will have a nest, but every nest will have an egg. And this is the only place the eggs will spawn, is in the nests. This right here is what a nest looks like. Even though you don't see the egg will spawn in once you get a little bit closer. So I'm going to start swooping down for this nest here. My general plan for this is I'm going to land, get off the Ling, look at the egg, see if the egg is high level. If it is not, I'm not going to take it. I'm going to keep looking around a little bit more. This first egg was only level 10. So I'm going to keep looking around for a higher level egg. If it is high level, then we take it and we get out. Rock drakes are aggressive, so if they see you, they will attack. But if you're swooping around a little bit, hopefully they don't see you. And if you do have one on you, just fly away a little bit and it will lose aggro. Now this changes once you pick up an egg. Once you pick up an egg, all the rock drakes in the vicinity will immediately come after you. So you better be ready to run. This is very similar to getting wyvern eggs. Ooh, and I found a 155. I'll take it. I'm going to make sure that I have an escape route planned. So I notice my Ling is in position to run. I'm not picking up this egg yet. I'm gonna get ready. As soon as I'm ready, I gotta get this egg, get on the Ling, and get out as fast as I can. Oh no. I took a lot of damage there. Luckily I'm okay. To get out, you can use a combo of the Ling's wall latch and dash to climb up the wall and get back to the top. Alternatively, you could try the Cosmo method. For this, I would recommend just the bare essentials, the Cosmo and your full suit of hazmat. Once you get close to the bottom, we can start roping ourselves in. This is exactly what I'm looking for right here. I see 1, 2, 3, 4 nests and not a whole lot of drakes in the area. Let's go check these out, find the highest level, and get out. The highest level turned out to be a level 75, which is good enough for me, so let's take it and get out. Now just take the long trip up to the top. Finding natural ledges where you can to let your Cosmo recharge. Next up is to hatch the egg. For me, it took 12 air conditioners. And there we have it. Our rock drake is now born. Now we just gotta get some food. When it's a baby, it eats Nameless Venom. So we're gonna have to go out and get some of that. To do that, we need to kill some Nameless. The way I'm going to do this is head into the blue zone with me and a couple of my Ravengers, but any combat mount work. I would also recommend bringing a light pet, doesn't matter what type. And a helpful tip is that you can toggle your light pets to light while you're on a mount. If you go to emotes and then use the clap emote. Now that my light pet's off, entering into the balloon zone, we will start getting some Nameless spawning around us. And here they come. The way I typically like to do this is I like to keep my light pet off until I start getting a little bit overrun. When you turn your light pet on, it will stop more of them from spawning, and any Nameless in the area will gain a big debuff. So as soon as you get overrun, you can turn this thing on and you'll be able to kill them super quick. But the reason I don't turn it on until I get overrun is because I want them to keep coming, because I want to kill as much as I can. And just by killing these, you'll be getting the Nameless Venom that you need to feed your rock drake. We're starting to get a little bit swarmed, so I'm going to turn back on my light pet. And that real quick, we just got 7 Nameless Venom. Nameless Venom on your inventory does expire pretty quickly, 30 minutes. So to keep it good, I'd recommend putting it on your shoulder pet until you get back to your base. On your shoulder pet, the time goes up to 2 hours. Back at your base, you have some storing options. Unfortunately, you cannot put Nameless Venom in a fridge. However, you can put it in a preserving bin to make it last 4 hours, 46 minutes. And that's the same for the industrial preserving bin as well. You can also put it in a barrel and then seal the barrel. The barrel is a bit interesting because when it's sealed, it does extend the spoil duration of the items inside for quite a long time. From what I've heard, it's pretty substantial over the preserving bin counterpart. However, because it's sealed, you cannot look inside of it, and you have to unseal it in order to access its inventory again. And I haven't been able to find any real data of how long it actually increases the spoil time of. However, when you unseal the barrel, in order to access its inventory again, it will have a 5-minute timer before you can seal it again. You can get around this by having a second barrel, which has the timer already up, moving all the food into that, and then sealing that one immediately. The good news is that when they're grown, they will now eat meat like any other meat eater, and very similar to wyverns. Wyverns can only have milk when they're babies, but then they become meat eaters once they're grown. This is the same thing. Getting into the abilities, you can see that they can glide, and they can glide a very long ways. Travel substantially further than the Yeeling. I mean, just look how far I'm going. And while gliding, when you see this crosshair turn up, you can use your primary attack and you will send yourself flying towards that and grab on. And this will automatically put you in rock climbing mode. Rock climbing is a mode that you can toggle on and off using your secondary attack and is indicated by the picture at the top right. When the picture is there, rock climbing mode is on and you can start scaling walls. While you're on walls, you can even look around and see that crosshair, and then you can dash to that using primary attacks. At any point, you could just deactivate rock climbing mode, you'll fall, and you do not take fall damage. While you are in rock climbing mode and standing on a cliff, your stamina does not actively drain when you are standing still, but moving around will drain stamina. However, a nice thing is that you can use weapons while on the back of your drake, so you could hang on the side of the cliff and tame something from far away. Another neat trick about the rock drake is at any point on PC you can press C and you will enter a cloaked state. This does use stamina as long as you are cloaked. They're even pretty good swimmers. Hope this guide helped and I'll see you guys in the next one.